I can't really think of anything in my life that means more to me than being the first, native-born Arizonan to be drafted by the Diamondbacks, make it all the way up through their minor league system, and then make it to the major leagues. And so it's awesome to be the first one.
Your name comes up now when they need a spot starter, obviously, in Arizona.
Yeah, sure. I think it was really important for me to go up there and kind of get a few innings under my belt. And I think that I went up there and I showed that I could pitch at that major league level, and had some success up there. So I think that was a big step for me in showing the Diamondbacks front office and the coaches and all the players up there that when they need someone, they can count on me and I can get the job done. I made my debut on like a Wednesday or Thursday night, and there were 39,000 people there when I came in the game, and the place was just rocking. It was unbelievable.
What was that? I mean, tell me what that feeling is. You step on a major league mound for the first time in front of a major league crowd. What's the feeling?
It was cool because, it was my first game, so I kind of got thrown right in the fire. It was my first game that I was activated for. Right. So, that phone rang in the bullpen, and, my heart was just racing. You're definitely going to have those first game jitters. Heath Bell gave me a really good piece of advice. He said, when you get out there on the mound for your first outing, just don't look up. Don't look up at the crowd. Treat it like any other game. And you pitched in AAA, and just don't look up at the stands, because that's really the only difference.
So we've been following you, obviously, because we like to take a certain amount of credit for the we call it the bloggers to be named later bump. Right. Because everyone we've interviewed is now playing at a higher level than they were before, including Ben Paulson, who was here tonight,
cool.
Playing for the Sky Sox. The first batter you faced, long fly ball.
Yeah.
Gerardo Parra made a pretty nice play on it,
to say the least. He saved my butt there big time. It was just kind of one of those pitches where, like, hey, it's my first major league pitch. I want to get ahead in the count. I'm not going to try and be too perfect with it, but Fedorovich ended up swinging and hitting it pretty well to right field. But luckily, Parra's an all-star right fielder, and he's got a Gold Glove. So he made probably one of the best plays of the year in the outfield there, and saved my butt. That was awesome.
So now 3 2/3 innings.
Right.
No runs given up.
Yep.
So you've got the lowest ERA in the majors, I guess, at this point.
It's only a small sample, but hopefully I'll be back up there soon.
Yasiel Puig, All-Star game or no All-Star game?
I just was listening to something on ESPN of it yesterday about Jonathan Papelbon talking about it, which I actually respect what he says. He's probably my favorite pitcher when I was growing up. As a kid, I loved Jonathan Papelbon. So
even as a Diamondbacks fan.
Yeah, even as a Diamondbacks fan, I rooted for the Red Sox just because of him. But I think the response that some of the older guys and some of the opinions that some of the older guys in the major leagues have is, this kid has been here for only a few weeks, and granted, he's done unbelievable. I think him and Joe DiMaggio is the only two players in the first month of their season to have over 40 hits and at least 4 home runs.
Right.
So no doubt about it, his first month of his career has been outstanding, and he's looks to be an amazing player for the future. But as far as the All-Star game comes, I'm not sure. I guess we'll wait and see if he ends up in the All-Star game. You never know, because Bryce Harper actually got selected to be in the All-Star game last year as a rookie, so it's possible.
As a pitcher in the National League, do you like batting?
You know what? It's exciting. It's different. You get that chance to kind of go out there and help yourself out. Step up to the plate, whether it be getting a bunt down and getting some runners over, or maybe getting a hit if you get lucky. But it's exciting. It's kind of a different part of the game that you're not always used to.
Would you like to see them implement the designated hitter in the National League, or?
I think that's kind of what makes the game the way it is, and what makes it special. I think the National League's fine the way it is. I think it's specific to the National League that the pitchers get to hit. In the American League, they have DHs. So I think it should be left the way it is. It's kind of cool.
So when are we going to see you playing for the Diamondbacks again?
Hey, I'm ready. Any chance I get, man. I'm ready to get back up there and help the team. It's a really, really exciting, energetic, positive team. You go into the clubhouse there, and you're walking into a first place clubhouse.
How much credit do you give to the bloggers to be named later bump?
Oh, a lot. You guys stuck with me here for the last few years since I was in AA, so I appreciate you guys' support for sure.